yeanetworks.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not even going to call in the billy goats, cats, squirrels, and rabbits.
Well, why did you say it?
But I will call in the goats, chimpanzees, and cheetahs. Welcome to the Perfect Pair Podcast. Rock-T is who I be.
And I'm Krystal, Rock-T's better half.
Indeed, man. If you guys are new to the podcast,
welcome.
And we call it the Perfect Pair Podcast, not because we think we're perfect.
But we're perfect for each other.
That part. We learned how to be a perfect, non-perfect marriage and relationship.
Yes, we have.
And we do it pretty well. Am I sitting lower than you?
I think you are.
Hey, man, hold on. Let me get... Boom, there it is. All right, it's all to the good. So what we going to be talking about today? Whamming. That's never going to get old.
The fact that you put so much emphasis on how you just dig deep.
So I'm going to put out a friendly challenge real fast.
No, it's okay. We don't want to talk about it because it has anything to do with what you just said. We don't want the challenge to happen.
The guys want to know. The guys want to know. So to all the fellas out there, when you greet your beautiful queen every single morning for the next 5 days, just greet her like, good morning. Whamming.
You want them to get slapped. Like, why would you do that?
Look, how are you doing, my beautiful whamming?
I don't like it.
Is there?
I'm not even laughing, not even a little bit.
My darling, is there something that I can do for you? Whamming?
Rocky, let's get to what we're supposed to be talking about. Oh my God.
All right, go ahead.
I'm glad you can make yourself
Next 5
chuckle.
days, fellas.
No,
Next 5 days.
No, anyway.
And tell me what the response you get from your girl. All right, go ahead.
Rocky. Oh my, I'm like for real annoyed by what he just did. And I'm trying to keep going. Anyways, so some people sent me some stories that they heard on other shows or something they seen online, and they wanted to know my opinion. So this one story this person sent to me, it's called, "Is This Considered Cheating?"
Oh, not this.
Low key, I think she wanted to talk about herself, but I don't want to call her out like that because I understand when you want to put it in third person like it's not you because you're a little bit embarrassed. But They want to know, is this considered cheating?
Okay, so stop right there. Anytime you mention that word, everybody like, oh, what they talking about?
Right.
So that's coming up in this episode of the Perfect Pair Podcast. Let's go! All right, so lay it on out there.
Okay, so this lady has been in a relationship, a 4-year relationship with her boyfriend, and it's a long distance relationship, but they live 3 hours away from each other. So to me, it's long distance, but not long distance. It's not like you can't just drive down there and stuff like that. So, but anyways, everything has been going pretty good. And they started talking about marriage after being together for 2 years. So then she kind of started getting excited, like trying to prepare herself, like mentally to get ready to be proposed to and get married. No, why you say that?
Go ahead.
No, because she's really preparing herself thinking this was going to happen. Well, last year he started saying like the distance was getting to really take a toll on him.
And they're 3 hours away.
Right. And sometimes he just wanted to lay next to her, cuddle with her, hold her, and fall asleep. So she thought she would do like everything she could to make sure he don't have to want and need to be with her. So she will always make trips down there, and she's going in the bedroom too for him, like doing everything she has to do on the bedroom. And so then we had, what did she do? What? Oh, I thought you were trying to tell me something. Oh. So then she noticed that when it was time for him to come see her, he came up with excuses. Not all the time, but most of the time. Like, so it seems like it's just her trying to do more of what's going on.
Okay.
So again, she's like, okay, she's thinking by this time, because he wants her, he's missing her so bad that eventually he'll pop the question.
Right.
Well, okay,
she's
now.
She's assuming now.
Right.
Okay.
So now, so fast forward to now, and she's there to visit him. And she's in his car and going grocery shopping. So she goes and tries to put the groceries in the back seat. There's a towel with some substance on it.
Was it crunchy?
Yes. She said that too. She said it's crunchy, tacky, and she ain't no fool. She know what it was. So
He could have blew his nose, man. You know,
Rocky.
Snot get crunchy and
Okay. So wait, this gets so much better as I'm telling this story. So then she says, she goes home and she confronts him about it.
Okay. And
she was like, so what is this towel back there? He was like, oh yeah, because my friend was able to relieve me and help me out. So she relieved me orally, but I didn't return the favor. It's not cheating because I didn't return the favor. And I was just doing that so I don't have, because I missed you so much because I only want to make love to you. So he says it's not cheating. So they want to know, is it cheating? He keeps telling her.
So he was honest.
But he's saying it as like, it's not.
So he wasn't denying he didn't do nothing. He was just saying to him, he said, that's not considered cheating.
He went out a week ago.
Right.
Prior to her coming. And he even said about a week ago.
Right.
He was like, I was out at the club and, I was missing you so much and my friend helped me orally. I never returned the favor, so it's not cheating because I only want to make love to you. So she was pissed.
Right.
But then he's making her feel bad and guilty for feeling like he's cheated when he hasn't cheated and he was honest about what he did.
I got something to say. I got a response for that. But a brother getting hungry, we got to talk about Green Chef in a second.
Yes, babe, because Green Chef has been a lifesaver at our house.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Boy, girl.
You know what to say. It's that good, y'all. It's that good.
It's a game changer, but we'll get into that in a second. But stay tuned for that. So you want me to respond?
Yeah.
Homie, it's cheating.
Okay, I wish you would. I was waiting to throw something. I was waiting. Please.
It's cheating, man. I mean, his theory.
What? I want to hear this theory.
No, his theory is like he felt like he wasn't engaged,
Rocky,
but you were. Even though she was doing the work.
I'm glad you feel it. I'm glad because I'm watching you.
You see how I'm calling an audible?
You feel it.
In motion?
You feel it. I'm glad you do too, shit. Because I wish.
So, but no, for real. Even though he felt like he wasn't doing anything, he was just laying there chilling, and she was doing all the work.
There ain't no chilling during that process.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I agree with you. Because even when you are doing the do, somebody is doing most of the work and the other one is not. And then you flip-flop and switch it up and then you take turns. So, homie, it's cheating, bro.
I'm glad you said.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'm waiting. What else you going to say? So, first of all, girl, you go with your gut instincts. You know he is cheating, and he's been cheating. For him to just come out and say that so clean, I feel like he's done it more than once. And the fact that you said about a year ago or 2 years ago, because I read through everything. You said 2 years ago, he started saying how much he missed you and this distant thing was bothering him. Oh, she also put this too. She said this. She was like, when he said that he was tired of the distance thing, she knew like he was going to propose. I think I did say that. Mm-hmm. She just was preparing herself because, okay, well, go ahead and propose. Oh, that's what the part I forgot. And he also said that he's willing to move to Philly where she is.
How come he didn't do it?
Exactly, because you willing to move with her and you said you want to marry her and you're tired of the distance thing. You just want to be with her so much. You want to cuddle and love and be all this stuff with her. And a whole nother year goes by and then another year went by and now you telling her you getting your rocks knocked off and it don't have anything to do with cheating.
Well, let's back up to the part of him wanting to move and marry her and all that kind of stuff. It also depends on what he does for a living. What's his career? Like, is he waiting? Did he go talk to his job and just say, hey, I would love to move to this city if a transfer becomes available? Does he run his own business? I mean, that's part of him making that move or whatever. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I feel like that's an excuse. If you want to be with who you want to be with, you're going to either say, at this moment, I probably can't make the move with my job, but can you? Well, you will be asking her, you move here. You're going to be trying to make some moves to make something happen to where both of y'all could be together in one household. You're not going to just keep saying like, I just wish you were here. Because I feel like you feeding me bullshit. You setting me up. He set her up. Because cause now he can say to her, I've been telling you for over 2 years.
That's probably what he says. Because if he's...
I know he probably threw that up in there.
You know, even though he might have done this more than one time, but she asked him one time and he admitted that he did do something. So...
And what kind of friend just do that to you and that's nothing?
A friend with benefits.
True.
There's a lot of friends with benefits out there. A whole bunch of them.
And they nasty.
Men and women.
But if it's an understanding between them, I guess it's okay. But my thing is, girl, it's time for you to kind of just say you done. But if you trying to work through the shit, that's on you. But if you don't want to be cheated on, it's time for you to move on because he's been cheating. He does not want to marry you because he would have already asked 4 years.
Yeah, he would have, even if they were, okay.
I don't care. I talked to some men before, and a lot of my uncles said this too. They was like, if we want to be with a woman, we'll marry her.
We'll find a way.
We're gonna find a way. We'll put a ring. We'll say it.
He could have proposed to her within that 4 years.
Did you just yawn and come back into the conversation as if you did nothing? You did.
I had to get that yawn out the way.
Oh my God. Right. So
you know, sometimes yawns kind of sneak up on you, you kind of prepare for it, and sometimes it just hits you out of nowhere.
I just think, hell, he's cheating. But if you want to be with him and try to make it work, go ahead, girl. I guess keep trying to figure it out. But in my opinion, I think he's cheating. He's going to continue doing what he's doing. He's going to keep coming up with reasons and excuses on why he has not proposed and why something's going on. So I just say, hell, girl. You know what? I think I heard Steve Harvey said it best today. He was like, sometimes you do give a man a soft ultimatum. And when he says, like, when it comes to marriage and stuff like this, he was like, in being with somebody. Because you can't give men subtle hints because most men don't catch it. And you know what? He right. Because the hints I gave you for so many years, you still not catching on. And we together 17.
What kind of hints?
Babe, all kinds of hints.
I pick up on all your hints.
Okay. We got a whole podcast episode about whenever I had bathed you, walk around in my sexy stuff, and you took your ass straight to sleep.
I had a reason though.
What?
There was a reason. If y'all ain't seen that episode or listened to that episode of her bathing me, I don't even know what the name of it was.
I don't know either.
It was something you put in that doggone water.
Rocky, I don't care. The point of it is I was leading up to those moments, giving hints throughout the days before. And then it was a whole week of hints that you never caught on to. First of all, it wasn't just that day.
Okay, it go both ways though. It go both ways.
I know, but he made a good point. He was like, when you tell a man something, he was like, you just need to tell him. Quit trying to play these games like you should know and this and that. He's like, you just got to let him know because we are stupid. We don't catch on right away. And if we don't catch on fast enough, y'all be in y'all feelings.
So hold on, before we go any further. Green Chef, let me tell you something.
Oh my gosh.
This is the #1 meal kit for clean eating. Like,
and guess what? All of y'all
period.
All of y'all trying to eat clean now. All of y'all. I've been trying to eat clean for a long time. And I love whenever this came about. Because it also, if you're having some of us are on our little diet. So it supports keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free. Guess what? They have something for everybody in whatever you're going through right now. Let
me tell you something, man. That garlic herb chicken and sun-dried tomatoes. Ooh, my goodness.
My favorite was the pork chop and truffle sauce. Now, I feel like I'm going to make that again. I want to order that about 3 times to have 3 times a week.
You want to tell them how easy it is? Like the prep? I mean, everything about it is just so simple.
It's simple. The instructions are right there. When I tell you a kindergarten can do this, a kindergartner can do this. And I'm serious. All you got to do is know how to read. If you don't know how to read, somebody else can read it for you.
Period.
Because it's that simple.
It is what it is, man. We can go on and on about it. Green Chef is the business. Go to greenchef.com/60perfectpair. Use that code, man, 60perfectpair, and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months.
Listen, y'all better hurry up and get that. That's a good deal.
Come on, man. Once again, greenchef.com/60perfectpair. Use the code 60perfectpair to get 60% off plus another 20% off your next 2 months.
I know that's right, baby.
Come on, man. It is what it is.
Let's go.
All right, so you were saying?
Oh, you wanted to respond to me about what I was saying about what Steve has said about how y'all don't take hints very well.
Right.
And it's like, then we get mad. And I really do believe that, because sometimes I know, especially at the beginning of our marriage, I would just think that you should know, or I did this. I would think he would understand like what I'm saying, instead of just telling him. And I realized how much easier our life has been when I just told him, okay, this is what I want.
Straight to the point.
Right. Just tell him what you want. He also said about putting a soft ultimatum on them. So
those do work.
Right. And I'm like, but if it's an ultimatum, how is it? Like
a soft ultimatum.
About a man, like, let's say you want to be married. You want to get in this relationship. You want to be married and have kids one day. He needs to understand, I'm not in here just to be playing and playing house. Like, I want this in for a long haul. So within a year or so, I hope you to be taking me much serious so we can move this relationship to another level, because I'm not okay with just doing this.
And if I'm not okay with wanting to propose or thinking marriage, I need to be honest with you.
Right. And so we can move on. So nobody's so I think that's a great example of a soft ultimatum, because to me, I feel like if you're giving him an ultimatum, you're not allowing him to want to propose to you on his own.
Message.
But I do understand what he's saying. Me letting you know that within a year or two and you're not there, we need to part ways so I can find somebody that will be there.
Absolutely.
And
that's a tough decision.
It
sometimes.
is, but
especially when you spent a lot of time together and you thought in your head like this is the one.
Right. And that's why I want this girl to understand. 4 years. Y'all spoke about being married, getting married in year 2, and you haven't heard anything else from him since. Besides, he wants you more right there so he can cuddle with you, but yeah, he getting taken care of in the meantime.
Yeah, it sounds like
it's like he wants his cake and eat it too.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
And it don't seem fair to you, because that's not what you want.
Yeah.
And you got to just be clear to him, letting him know, like, hey, this is what I want out of a relationship. This is what I want to move forward to do. We've been together 4 years. 4 years is long enough to know if you want to be with this person for the rest of your life or not. I don't care what anybody say. Y'all got to say, I can't stand them people saying that we got to be together for years for us to know. You are grown. You know exactly what you want, what you like, who you want to be with. So especially at this age, you ain't time. Y'all in y'all's late 30s. That's another thing. You know. Damn it. You know. You done been around the block a couple of times, so you know. So this bullshit of him not wanting to bring it up, he's tagging you along and you allowing it.
So let me jump in real fast. This is one of those tough moments as a man that I gotta talk to my brother out there. And any other dude that's going through the same situation. Yeah, I think you're right, babe. It sounds like he wants his cake, eat it too, because he's got his main squeeze. They're in a long distance relationship. He really loves her. He loves her. But at the same time, because it's a long distance relationship, he can still play with his little old extra cake and cupcakes on the side and let them, the friends with benefits, they understand that they just a side chick. They understand playing that role. It is what it is, which is prolonging him wanting to make a strong decision to say, okay, I do love you and I want to marry you one day. So
he don't want to, because if he wanted to, he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but my point is this: he's like, well, man, if I can prolong having the best of both worlds in his head,
well, you right.
Why not?
And that's why I'm like, she let him
until he gets the soft ultimatum. Now,
right.
once she gives that to him,
you pass the damn soft ultimatum. You need to tell this fool, listen, you were gonna either get right and let's do something, or y'all need to move on. You need to move on with your life. If it was me and I was your friend and I was sitting there next to you, I would hold your hand and be like, bitch, move on.
Jeez.
That's exactly what I would say to you. And that's love.
That's that good friend.
That
ain't that yes friend.
And I mean it out of love. Like, you will receive when I called you a bitch as a friend bitch. Like, you my friend.
Yeah,
because it's time for you to move on.
Right. That's called being firm with what you mean.
It's time for you to move on, because that's just unnecessary. 4 years, and then he admits that he gets he had that done to him just because you wasn't here, because he only wants to make love to you, like trying to make it seem like it's a good deal what just happened.
That's pretty clever.
He really was trying.
Even though you're wrong, but that was pretty clever.
And I said, in my mind, I'm like, and then he had a straight face.
Right.
I'd have slapped the shit out of his ass. I promise you I would have. I promise you I'd have slapped the shit out of him. We wouldn't be together. I would have had charges pressed against me. The hell? With a straight, and you let it come out your mouth? And then want to look at me like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, like.
Because I act like I'm wrong for thinking that wasn't right. And you know it was wrong?
Yeah, bro.
So now you trying to play me like I'm stupid. So that's another thing. He think you stupid. Because what you're not gonna do is say some stupid ass shit to me, and I'm just gonna sit here and be okay with it. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you because that's how stupid I am. That's okay. I'm fit to get ignorant.
Yeah, like
at this point.
She is.
Oh, don't you? I'm getting mad thinking about it because it's like, God, you seriously did that shit.
Hey, man.
There's people in this world. There's people in this world that do this shit and they think that shit is okay. That's why they need their ass to slap
every day.
But
every day.
Just call Will Smith.
So
shit.
So we hope that she answered your question.
I mean all that shit too. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I'm done on my rant. It's time for me to get out because I'm gonna really start cussing.
Yeah, we may want to wrap up right by now because you're gonna go. You're gonna go to a whole nother situation.
Right, because this is not real life.
So look, obviously the person that sent my wife this question and she answered it, that's what she would do. This is her situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take a couple hours to let it all sink in.
Yeah, right.
Calm down, because now she probably getting you hyped and you don't want to go to your boyfriend. I'm gonna call him right now and tell him about himself.
You should.
Calm down and talk. Now, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. That's your decision. But do it in a calm manner. That's all I'm saying. Because I
got your back, girl. I
y'all
got
gonna get to a better solution if you do it that way. Trust me. On that note, hey, man, y'all tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Continue to download, subscribe, and following the Perfect Pair Podcast. Rock-T is who I be.
And I'm Krystal. Bye.